Welcome. This is the Academy of Adoption and Assisted Reproduction Attorneys. Today, we're covering the state of Idaho. We have two outstanding fellows within the state of Idaho to speak to you today, and I'd love to introduce you to them. Let's start with Monica.
Hi there, my name is Monica Clockwell. I am originally from Wyoming. I moved to Boise, Idaho about 26 years ago. I have been practicing law in Idaho that entire time. And my practice actually has been quite varied. I've been doing litigation work and contract work for businesses in Idaho for most of my legal career. And about 6 years ago, I decided to enter into the field of assisted reproduction law. Had an opportunity to work with another paralegal who had been doing this work. And it was an opportunity to practice in an area where I get to help people. Much of my practice has been devoted to litigation, and that is not always helping people. And so this was a great opportunity to really help families and help people in a way that I don't get to see in the other side of my practice.
Wonderful. It's great to have you as part of the Academy. And Jeff, if you could introduce yourself, please.
Sure. My name is Jeff Sheehan, and I've practiced law for about 32 years now. It's kind of in two parts. Part one was I was in the DC area, Maryland, and the District of Columbia, practicing mostly traditional family law litigation, i.e. divorces. And then I came to Idaho in 2005. I've been here for about 17 years now. And I ran into the good fortune of meeting a fellow who I shared office space with, John Holly. He later became a judge, and he came to me to say, "Hey, how about doing some of the nicer law where we're not constantly fighting, and you get a little reward?" So he introduced me to adoption, and essentially handed his practice to me, honestly, before I became a judge. So that was I had a great start and mentor, and then from there developed into art as well, and really enjoy the family building aspects of law. But I also find litigation skills are helpful in this field. They're sometimes litigation, not so much in art, but in adoption. And so about me personally, I've got 3 grown kids, and I've got a dog scout. I like to go hiking in the foothills around Boise, do that almost every day. Yeah, that's my story.
Boise's beautiful for anybody that hasn't been there. I swear you have an accent, Jeff. I was thinking, no, it's not a DC accent, but all right, you two. Well, for those who are watching this video, I am not licensed in the state of Idaho. What we're doing is just covering the basics on it. So can you give us a general rundown? Monica, is Idaho a art-friendly state? Is it a go-to place?
I would say that Idaho is an art-friendly place. There are no statutes, not really any cases, maybe one case. But so there's not a statutory scheme that governs surrogacy in Idaho, but it is friendly to surrogacy. Single families, people who are single, married couples, same-sex couples, heterosexual couples can all come to Idaho and are welcome and can use surrogacy in Idaho. And the only really kind of hiccup in Idaho is that if you are not biologically related to the child, if you have to use an egg donor or a sperm donor, then you cannot go on the birth certificate in the first instance. You have to complete a second parent adoption or a parentage process in your home state or country, and then you can come back and amend your birth certificate to have both parents listed. So there's an additional step in Idaho, a little bit of a hiccup in that you're not both recognized in the first instance, but it's definitely friendly here in Idaho for surrogacy. We have one judge who hears all of the cases. And so there's a lot of consistency with that judge. We understand and know what the process is, what questions she asks, and what she wants to see from us for us to confirm parentage for families. Idaho is a post-birth state, but we have had no issues really in the post-birth process for any of our parents here. So it is a friendly state. Boise If you have a surrogate in Boise, is a great place, but we handle surrogacy all over the state. And again, whether you're in Idaho Falls or Northern Idaho or here in Boise, where the capital is, all of those cases come through Boise and through the judge here.
It's probably not easy for some people to understand if they're either on the East Coast or international, right? They don't understand some of our big West Coast states, and how those rural areas work. All right, so Jeff, in terms of you and Monica working together, being a fellow of the Academy, what does that mean? What should the public understand about that?
Well, it really is the finest network of professionals available in family building generally, whether it be adoption or art. And what I really love about it is that within our group, there's always somebody who is a real expert. So you might have some narrow issue that comes up and on a particular issue, and there's always someone to call. Candidly, Monica does more of artwork than I do, and I don't hesitate to give her a call if I have any question at all about an art issue. So I think that we're the only two at this point, but it's just nice to have another person to bounce ideas off and to run things by. And so it's a tremendous resource. And the other, I guess, component of that is I've always found that the fellows within the Academy are very willing and generous with their time. You know, if you have an issue, I've had members on the phone for an hour discussing an issue and not getting paid for it. They're just helping. We're just helping each other out. But that all inures to the benefit of the clients. And so I am very proud of my membership and treasure it. So.
Great. So what I hear is people shouldn't be afraid of Idaho. They should reach out to one of the two of you to at least get additional information or understand it better versus skip over the state of Idaho. All right. For those who are listening, and if you would like to contact either of these fellows, you can go back to the Academy's website. On our website, we have a map, and you can narrow it down to the state of Idaho, and you can find either of these fellows and their contact information. That website is www.adoptionart.org. And we would look forward to you reaching out to them and finding out more about the state of Idaho. Thank you both.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kim.